Okay. Okay. Alright. What's up? I'm gonna wait until some people come in because I got some stuff to say before I start playing. Yeah, I am. Hopefully I succeeded at it this time. Okay, but confession. Last time you guys saw I saved those 4 nerds and that hit couple that was in the burning part of the arena. I had to do it over again because where I died, and I had to start from a save point that happened before that, I got them again, but for some stupid reason I decided to take them with me. 2 of them died. And because one of the nerds died, they defected. So, my survivor saving status is not the same. I was just in a hurry to get back to where I was before doing this again. So, but anyways, let's retry this. I'll go ahead and play the cutscene again. And I saved at a later point. Also. I have never heard of that. I have never heard of any kids faking that. Chef Antoine. Again, he is my favorite psychopath in the game.
Come in, finally. I am Antoine. They call me the king of cuisine. I've been expecting you.
What?
Well, you're a little bit late. But it's good you finally made it. It's true what they say. Tastes like chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Wait!
You know, it's said... Hold on. It's said that human meat tastes like sweet pork, according to cannibals in interviews.
Original, exotic, and fresh.
Yeah, yeah, we get it. You're cooking humans. We saw that last time.
Worthy of 4 stars.
My readers? What are you talking about?
You're not the reviewer. But I've been waiting for you!
Who the hell would want to eat this?
How dare you! I'm Antoine! I am the king of cuisine!
I think that about certain fast food items.
This can still be a once-in-a-lifetime meal, so sit, relax. Antoine will make you dinner!
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you this time. Stop you from cooking people anymore. But anyways, an example I can think of what I think of, like, what am I actually eating? This is one of the reasons I hate Burger King. Their nuggets are so suspect, it's not even funny. Burger King nuggets, I'm convinced that there's human meat in those nuggets. Okay, I need to use one of my consumables. And of course the hostage is in there screaming and it's freaking annoying. There we go. Yeah, that's part of what makes this boss fight so challenging. Check this out. That has to be one of the worst ways you could ever die. Getting burnt by really hot oil is already painful enough, but actually falling face first in it and burning until you die, that has to be one of the worst ways that you could go. Alright, you're saved. You're not going to be dinner. No, he didn't start anything. He's not a terrorist. He was framed. Okay, fine. I'll find Jasper for you. I know where he's at. Antoine's death right there. I talked about how that would be one of the worst ways to die. The worst oil burn I ever had, I was once making kettle chips on my stove in a wok. And I accidentally dropped the tongs into the oil and it splashed all over my stomach. It was one of the worst pains. The oil was over 300 degrees, so yeah. Yeah, that's her. Man, I hope that they do a deluxe remaster of this, because I want to hear their voice acting in those dialogues. Well, I didn't cut my whole finger off, I just cut a small part of it off, but it was extremely painful. I'd say that's the second worst cooking pain I ever felt. The second worst, injury I've suffered while cooking, right behind the oil burn that I just talked about. Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, that's Jasper. You happy? You know, it would be a really good honor to cook with Gordon Ramsay. He's my favorite celebrity chef. But I would also be extremely nervous too as well. Like, terribly nervous. Which I know he has a series on his YouTube channel where he collaborates with celebrities and makes omelets. I saw the one that he collaborated with Steve-O and made omelets. That was a funny video.
Keep close. Stick close.
And you know, I only broke one bone in my body before my whole life. It was my pinky finger. And how it was broken is literally the dumbest reason ever.
This way.
My finger broke because me and my dad were passing football one day. I was in 8th grade at the time. I never played football in school. We were just passing one around for fun at our home. And he punted the football, and it bounced off the side of the house, and the football crushed.
Follow me. Still there?
Cringiest types of TV shows. Any of the reality shows that are about finding romance. The Bachelor, 90 Day Fiancé, Love is Blind, all of those. I can't stand those shows. I especially despise 90 Day Fiancé.
Stay close. Don't fall behind. Come on.
I've only seen one scene in Borat, and it was the naked fight scene. I believe that was in that movie. It was definitely in one of Sacha Baron Cohen's movies. I think it was Borat. Where the two guys were fighting each other while buck naked. No, like I said, I've only seen one scene in the first Borat film, and that's it. Alright, I leveled up. There's a couple more escort missions to do right now. See how much time I have to do them. Oh, I got plenty of time. Okay, Koblu. That'll help me get Zombrex, so I'm gonna do it. No, I've never watched that. And you know, to be honest with you, I don't like most live-action TV shows. I don't like most of them. And the reason why is simply because I just get bored very easily by them. Because every episode is way too long. And also, this is a major ick I have with a lot of live-action movies and live-action TV shows. Most of the dialogue is either way too spaced out between each line, or they speak way too quietly. Like, the only time they actually speak loudly is if they're yelling. Aggravates the crap out of me. Hey, Buckbeak. It's going alright. Got the day off of work because of Election Day. That I think is so bad that it's good. There's a lot I could choose from. Well, there is a Dead Rising 4. And it's terrible. Yeah, this doctor tried to revive this guy right here. And he couldn't. He's dead. He's dead, Sven. Go away. Alright, let's escort Sven back to the safe house. I gotta do Once Bitten as well. And that's on the way back, so lucky. Industrial fashion, I'll have to do that later. Maybe I won't do it at all, because that's one of the escort missions that interests me the least. I just don't really care about it.
Stick to me.
The worst family channel to ever exist, which it's not on YouTube anymore as far as I know. Family of Five. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. 1 second, there was a comment that... Which protagonist do I prefer? I actually prefer Chuck. That's an unpopular opinion, and it may sound a bit biased to me because this is my favorite game of the series. But Chuck... I've always liked him a lot more than the other three protagonists. Well, the other two protagonists that were in the games. A lot of people love Frank the most, and I love Frank too. But what knocks him down for me is how he was written in Dead Rising 4.
Stick close.
How he was written in Dead Rising 4 just ruined him. Yeah. Same channel, so... Yeah, that guy was bitten. I gotta give him some Zombrex. Luckily, I have some. Yeah, there are girls there, but it's not a party place. You keep following me, Sven.
Still there? Hurry up! Come on! Don't fall behind!
And I also really liked Nick Ramos, the protagonist of Dead Rising 3. A lot of people didn't, but I actually really liked him. I thought it was a really cool thing to see, like, a protagonist that was a lot, you know, nicer and more empathetic than the other two. Chuck is the more hardened of the three. And Frank is more like in between.
Let's go! Stick with me!
Yeah, like that one family channel where the mom was just recently sentenced to decades in prison for abuse. The weapon I always make the most of is the knife gloves. The knife gloves and the nail bat. The knife gloves I think are the best, like, default melee weapon to use. For me. I never watched 8 Passengers before, so I don't know how bad that channel is.
You're a real pal.
Alright. That doctor gave me some Zombrex, so I think Lucy's at my door. I'm about to do a queso. I like... Except the cat... He was actually Kitty. I should have just said Lucy instead. Let me save the game. I gotta create some more knife gloves while I still have time. Lucy, please do not mess with my phone.
What's up?
Oh, Stacy, that Katie needs Umbrex between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Sit down. Oh, I like that escort mission. I'm gonna do it. The worst movie based on a video game? Pfft, absolutely Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That movie is so gosh dang bad. Oh wait, yeah, I read your question right. Okay. I was about to confuse it, but I still gave you my answer. I didn't know there was an Assassin's Creed movie. Then again, I've only played a little bit of the first Assassin's Creed game and I didn't like it. Yeah, the old Resident Evil movies were not very good. I feel like maybe they need a remake. Maybe today, considering that video game based movies are actually getting better. I feel like one made in the modern day would probably be pretty good.
Yes. Badass.
And you know, this still kind of irritates me to this day. Back 10 years ago, at least, there was a trailer for a Sly Cooper movie, but it got scrapped. The trailer still exists and you can still watch it, and it actually looked pretty good. They scrapped it. I will infect you. I will infect you with the Lyme disease of love. This band's lyrics are so weird. You pick me off with tweezers. You are so rude. No, that's not a rough crowd. I think Grand Theft Auto would be better as a TV series, personally. Who cares about that? I'm not getting off the stage. They are a British band. Yeah, that's why I like this escort mission so much. These guys are cool. Just because of that right there. Alright, let's take you back to the safe house. Well, death metal is just... It's one of those subgenres of metal in which it's just... The vocals are just screaming. No singing at all. Just screaming.
Follow me.
And I have a tough time deciding which video game movie is my favorite video game movie between Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the Super Mario Brothers movie. Both of those were so much fun.
Keep moving.
Now there's only two, I really love metal music, but there's only two subgenres of metal that I just flat out don't like listening to. I don't like black metal, and I don't like deathcore. Deathcore and death metal are different, okay? I'm not a big fan of either of them.
Keep it moving. Stick to me. Hurry up. Stay close. Come on. Let's go.
Man. I like Motionless in White, but I do not like Marilyn Manson. Well, deathcore is another subgenre of metal music that's just screaming. Like no singing at all, but there's a little bit less rhythm in it though. Because death metal, especially melodic death metal, it actually has some like melody in its instrumental playing. Deathcore doesn't really. Black metal, I don't know how exactly to describe that subgenre, but to me, I hear nothing but loud guitars. I can barely hear the drums, and I can barely hear the vocals, which already don't sound that good to me. And plus, black metal is just a really toxic community in general. Like, many black metal bands are just full of really bad people. Like Varg Vikernes, for example. He was a member of a black metal band in the past, and he killed one of the members of Mayhem, which I don't like Mayhem, and that member of Mayhem was also a pretty messed up person. But he also expressed that he was a Nazi. Well, not all of them are. As far as I know. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, and I'm one of the biggest metalheads you'll ever meet. Now, just screaming in metalcore songs, for some reason, that actually feels like it works. I don't know why. a lot of people hate metalcore. I disagree with them. I love metalcore. Oh, and I also don't really like grindcore either.
Damn right.
Well, actually, I think I know why just screaming in metalcore can actually work. Because the screaming in metalcore, the lyrics are actually coherent. You can actually understand them well. Yeah, my three favorites are metalcore is my number one favorite subgenre of metal. Number two would probably be power metal. And then actually no, what number two is symphonic metal, and then power metal will follow up just behind that. Symphonic metal is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna stay in here for now, so I can be here in time to give Katie her Zombrex. Unfortunate that a 5-year-old had to be bitten by a zombie. And I gotta give her a drug every 24 hours, keep her from turning. Yet clearly they never heard of For Today or Skillet. By the way, For Today, one of the best Christian metal bands I've ever heard. They're disbanded now, but their music was great. They never heard of For All Eternity, they never heard of POD, or 1,000 Foot Crutch, or Red. Yeah, I just said Red. Snowflake is still in there growling. Calm down, Snowflake. Yeah, that's just dumb.
You are so awesome.
Yeah, you're saying that now, but you were accusing me of being a terrorist. Okay. Jen is kind of sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Well, a lot of times, like, most of the good bands disband because, you know, they felt like they've had a good career and they don't have anything left to prove. So they just decide to retire. Yeah, you're probably right, because Kurt Cobain, he didn't want his music, like, being sold to some corporation. Nirvana was never one of my favorite bands, but yeah. Well, I think Crowder, there's a new band called Crowder, in which David Crowder is the lead singer. I think that band is together. It's almost time.
All done, kiddo. You feeling okay?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, for what?
You always have to do stuff to get my medicine. Weird stuff, like that dumb show.
I wish there was a better solution.
Hey, don't worry about that. You're my best girl. I'd do anything for you.
He's an awesome father. He really is.
I still can't believe you were on that show. It's so cruel.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't have a choice.
Listen, there's really not much we can do now except wait. I'll call you if I see anything.
You know, I forgot to do, like, honorable mentions for my top 10 favorite video game protagonist video. But if I did name off honorable mentions, Chuck Green would be there. Matter of fact, I actually put Chuck Green at number 11 of my favorite video game protagonists of all time. He's not in my top 10. There just happens to be a lot more that I like more than him. There's a queen. I hate that crunching sound when you step on a bug. And here's where the queens become a weapon in this game. Yeah, the lyric video in that song is amazing. One of the coolest lyric videos I've ever seen. Yeah, I heard their new song Awaken. It's already my favorite song of this year. Any future songs they release, I'm gonna do a reaction to on my second channel. This is my favorite horror game. And yeah, while it's not a really scary horror game, it's still listed as a horror game, so...
Just like Mom used to make.
Yeah, your mom used to make knife gloves. Okay, Chuck. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. Lemonade Hand, thanks for coming, but if you don't mind, I don't like being called Joshi. That I actually don't know. I never researched that. It's tons of fun. Hey, don't hit me with that. Yeah, you better be sorry, Terry. Stop hitting me with that. Okay. Check on her friend. Her friend's injured. Willa.
Right on.
I know, but I don't like being called it.
Sweet.
Don't fall behind.
Okay. Let's take them back to the safe house.
Stick to me.
Sure thing.
Luckily, there's a short way back. Yeah, I know. I just can't remember where it is either. And that's very helpful for an upcoming escort mission that is the worst escort mission in the entire game. Well, either way, neither one will really serve much of a purpose. But I think I would rather have a finger for a tongue. I think it would be kind of cool to like maybe have a better ability to like grab the food you're eating with your tongue. I'm immature. By the way, that reminds me. This is one of the most popular, like, would you rather game questions. Would you rather have vaginas as ears or penises as fingers? I'd rather have vaginas as ears. Obviously, I like video games more. That's an easy answer. Lucy, please do not stand there.
Agreed. Come on.
Another really popular would you rather question is, would you rather pee a golf ball or crap a brick? Obviously, I would rather crap a brick.
Keep moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and also, if you were eating like Cheetos or something and you had penises for fingers, I don't want to risk my fingers coming in my mouth. That's another thing. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stand here, wait for the next case. I don't have any more escort missions right now. Well, it's not that hard for me to answer. I'd rather crap a brick. I'd rather fall. Hands down, I'd rather fall. Because if I fall, the death will be faster. If I drown... Drowning is one of my most feared ways to die. But yeah, if you really think about it, as much as it would hurt, it would probably be the most relieving feeling when it's done.
It all keeps happening again and again.
Well, speaking of falling, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Have you guys ever heard of the viral Lebanese split face diver video? Ugh. I saw it. Don't go look it up. I'll tell you what happens in case you were curious. This guy in Lebanon, he was diving off of a ledge into water, but there was a small little sharp point that he didn't jump far enough past, and then his face hit the sharp part and it split his face in two. When he fell in the water, you could see a pool of blood. You know, I have seen a lot of compilations of Karens getting arrested on body cams. Some of them are hilarious. And satisfying, too. And some of them, whenever they get arrested, there's some of them that actually threaten to kill the cops while they are arresting them. And I gotta say, that is one of the most brain-dead things you could ever do. If you threaten to kill a cop while you're being arrested, you are so stupid. All you're doing is adding more charges. Like they're in handcuffs and a cop is trying to escort them, they yell, "I'm gonna kill you." They are so stupid. Yeah, I've already talked about those a few times in past streams. Do not, I repeat, do not try to search for those videos. They will traumatize you. Like, I saw this one, it was called No Mercy in Mexico, or the Guerrero Fling. This father and son was being held hostage by a cartel. And it starts off with the dad being beaten with a thick tree branch, and then later on, they cut his head off in front of the son. And the son is panicking. You know, he's gagged, but he's panicking, seeing that. And then later on, it cuts over to the son. They give him worse treatment. They actually take a knife and they cut the entire front of his torso off. They actually peel it off and they rip his heart out and show it to the camera. Do not look that video up. I saw it out of a morbid curiosity and I wish I didn't. Do not look it up. I'm waiting for the...
I can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah, not only that, they're the worst types of gangs. They're the worst types of criminal gangs. And I also saw this one. This guy was being held hostage by a cartel. And they actually execute him by, while he's still alive. I'll talk about it in a second.
He's the one who framed us.
Yeah, TK framed him.
Are you sure?
He admitted it to my face.
But that's not possible. Why would he let his own zombie supply loose? Sabotage his own show?
I saw him with my own eyes.
So you say.
Is that who your source is? TK?
Don't be ridiculous, Chuck.
Whoa, what was that?
It sounded like it came
Hey,
from
Kira.
outside. Looks like someone might be messing with the casino vaults. I can't tell who it is, though.
Then I'd better get out there and find out for myself.
I don't know if she's really brave or just really stupid.
That's sort of the misfortune of being a reporter and a journalist. Sometimes, a lot of people don't understand how scary of a job being a journalist can be. It may not sound very scary, but there's been many journalists that went to different countries and were killed brutally because they were there. They get themselves in dangerous situations to get a story.
What's the word?
Yeah, TK's men are, doing some stuff in the mall. We gotta stop them. Anyways, as I was talking about that cartel video I was talking about, this man was executed by the cartel. They actually, while he was still alive, they took a knife and then they skinned his entire face, skinned his entire head while he was still alive. They just cut all the skin off until you could see his whole skeleton, and then they continued to skin the rest of his body from the back, and I stopped watching from that point. Face hoax? I don't think so. And you know, I honestly never was a fan of The Wizard of Oz. I never liked it that much.
Find out anything?
But, you know, I personally think that the very most evil thing that I've ever heard of a cartel doing is, and this is actually really rough to talk about. There's actually a video of this. I didn't watch this, okay? I didn't watch this, but give me a second, because this is actually kind of hard to speak about. This cartel kidnapped this man and his 10-year-old son. And the son didn't do anything. He was 10 years old, but the dad was involved with the cartel. And you know, cartels, they'll go after anyone that takes them off's family. And they tied a stick of dynamite to both the dad and the 10-year-old boy, and they exploded. Evil. Pure evil. Yeah, that's true. I heard about all the behind-the-scenes stuff about The Wizard of Oz. How all the actors were treated, especially the actress who played Dorothy. That's one of the reasons why I'm just not fond of the movie. I've heard of that story. Okay, that's destroyed.
Yellow.
And you know, water slides, I think they're fun, but sometimes they kind of scare me while I'm going down them. Water slides are fun, but sometimes, for some reason, I get this very uneasy feeling whenever I'm sliding down them on my back. Because those bumps, for some reason, which I don't think that this is very possible, but for some reason I feel like maybe while I'm sliding down, my skin will get caught in one of those bumps and my entire back skin will peel off. I don't know why. That's probably not very possible. But for some reason I feel that way. So if I'm going down a water slide, I prefer to be on a tube while I'm going down, because I feel a bit safer. Yeah, I can't stand black metal because, you know, they do a lot of disturbing things. And the black metal band I probably dislike the most is probably Gorgoroth. Because they're one of those black metal bands that have burned churches down. Yeah, that's true, they do. That's a cool weapon. I'll show you what that is later, the Freedom Bear. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream here for now, so post some below trees on this. If you like your thumb up, please thumb it down. And sure, subscribe and remember that you'll be a faction on a jury 10,000 subscribers. God loves you. See you later.